We are now given a scattergraph of the two variables plotted against each other, the percentage change in VO2 max and the percentage change in the CS activity. And question 6.4 is asking us to evaluate the conclusion that having thymine at this nucleotide position in group T causes an increase in ability to exercise for longer. So again, to evaluate, we're looking for arguments for and against, and we're using all of the figures that we have been supplied. So figure 5, we can see that group T did have an increase in CS activity for the Krebs cycle, and from figure 4 we can see that group T had an increase in VO2 max, so there would be more oxygen available. So looking back at these graphs, we can see that group T is higher than group C for the percentage increase, which is a measure of the maximum oxygen uptake. Figure 5 also has a higher percentage of increase in CS activity, which is an enzyme that is involved in the Krebs cycle, which is a stage of respiration. So we can conclude from those that group T does have an increase in both of these situations, the CS activity, which will be used for the Krebs cycle, and the VO2 max, so there's more oxygen available, or there's more aerobic respiration, or you could say that it's delayed anaerobic respiration. As we've been asked to evaluate, we also look at reasons why this data may not be able to draw us to this conclusion. We can look at, on figure 6 that we've been provided with, which is the scatter graph, we can see that there is no correlation with figure 6 because the data does not show a correlation. So we can conclude that there's no correlation between the VO2 max and the CS activity, or there's no correlation in figure 6. It could also be that it's not the thymine that is causing this increase. It could be other differences in the control region that cause the increase. They're ignoring any reference to it could be due to lifestyle or diet changes. Or we could also look at marking point 5, which shows that these two activity are not the only measurements of the ability to exercise for longer. They will accept the ideas that they didn't measure the ability to exercise for longer.